Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Let's get our oracle cards and let's get this reading started. I hope you're having a superb weekend. I hope you are doing well. So let's have a look to see the messages that are here for you. The first message that is coming up for you, Capricorn, the divine is saying to you that it is important for you to stop putting up with any type of mind games. It is important for you to stop putting up with BS, because for some of you, there is just a situation where you are allowing people to, frankly, disrespect you. And so the divine is saying enough is enough. There just is a feeling that is here that over this weekend, just put a stop to any type of mind games, especially if you feel that this is draining to your soul, to your energy, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of a situation. Okay. The next card that we have, as we're saying, it is going to be important for you to start looking at relationships and situations and start detoxing from a lot of poisonous situations and relationships. For some of you, this is going to be important because the divine understands that you're giving, you're loving, you're always willing to be the bigger person. But sometimes these qualities can also be detrimental to your mental health. They can be detrimental to your growth. So this is why the divine is saying that it is important for you to go on that detox. Go through your phone. Just have a complete detox of contacts that you don't need, of people that you just don't feel that you are really right for each other. So that is the message that is there. The divine is saying that for some of you, there is that feeling where you are currently maybe ignoring some red flags. Remember, the divine is saying to you in this reading at the beginning to stop putting up with mind games and BS situations. And the divine is saying that you're going to know what these situations are all about and which situations they are, because the red flags have been flying for a long time. And you're trying to ignore these red flags. You're trying to give some situations the benefit of the doubt. And the divine is saying that at some point, you have to understand that you cannot keep on ignoring the truth. At some point, you have to understand that it is time for you to start looking at the red flags. Okay, the last card from our oracle cards that we have, the divine is saying to you that it is important for you to start proceeding with some situations with caution. Okay, really look at situations for what they are, understanding them for what they are. Do not be seduced. Do not be manipulated into rushing into anything. So be very cautious about anything that you're entering into. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to pop the oracle cards to one side, and I'm going to get our tarot cards as usual. So our tarot cards, where are they? They're over here. I'm going to get these ones. So I have started preparing for the candle magic ceremony on the 1st of August. If you're wanting to be part of that ceremony, it is going to be important for you to go and reserve your space on that ceremony, because spaces are starting to get booked up. Okay, I know that some of you have emailed me and said, reserve a space for me. So I've reserved a couple of spaces, but I want to say to you that if you are wanting to be part of that ceremony and you're still thinking about it, you're sitting on the fence, you're not taking action, you might just be seeing that tomorrow you go on the website and the spaces have got booked up. We're doing our candle magic ceremonies connected to the super full moon on the 1st of August in Aquarius. We're saying our prayers, we're planting our seeds of intentions, and we're working with divine, powerful energies that are associated to full moons. So if you're wanting to be part of that ceremony, go in the description box below, reserve your space, and then remember, please, to write your petition about what it is that I'm praying for. So we have our cards on the table. Wow, interesting. Absolutely perfect cards for elaborating on the messages that I've already told you. Literally, I can just put all the cards away because we've already spoken about what is going on here. You can observe, you've got the energies of the Temperance underneath our card, which is talking about detoxing from toxic relationships. You've got the Death card. Underneath the energies of the Four of Cups, the divine is saying that you're ignoring some red flags. There's just something that is going on where you are not taking notice. And the Caution card, you are being told that this is a situation that is here that could be turning into a nightmare situation. So can you see how the oracle cards and the tarot cards are speaking of exactly the same type of energies? So what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at the bottom of the deck and seeing what you need to know at this present moment in time. You're receiving the energies of the Page of Wands. So the divine is saying that what you need to know at this present moment in time is that even though the situation can be complicated, even though some emotions could just be bubbling up to the surface, understand that there is going to be a new beginning where you are feeling free, where you're feeling excited about the future, where you're feeling passionate, where you are feeling that fire that is within you burning. So the divine is saying to you, whatever it is that you're going through at the moment, things are going to be shifting and changing in a positive direction. So for you not to get worried and not to get too overly concerned or too emotional about this situation, it is what it is. Sometimes we have to just start seeing situations and people for what they are. Okay, so let's elaborate more on the energies that are here, and then we can see if we need to get more cards on the table. So like I already told you, the divine is saying to you that it is important for you to stop and listen and to stop putting up with BS and mind games. We're seeing you here like literally in that position where you're like, no, enough is enough. Even though this is a mudra to do with meditation, nonetheless, you're just like, I am not accepting energies that are not mine. I am not dealing with situations that are just bringing me down. I am not dealing with any BS or any mind games. I am entering and going into a place that is more peaceful, where I am putting myself first, where I am feeling centered and where I am feeling grounded. So the divine truly wants you to understand that this energy that is here, you have a choice to whether stay in toxic mind games, in situations where you just feel like your energy is being drained, or once and for all, you step into the major arcana card of the Temperance and you start journeying into new chapters, into new beginnings that are going to be bringing you more peace. Okay, so the Death card that we already spoke about, the divine is saying to you that it is important, like I already told you, to start detoxing from some toxic relationships, because the divine is saying that there is just a situation that is here where it is, if we are honest, this situation is dead. Okay, it stinks. This situation is just nothing but toxic. It is interesting that our Death card right underneath our detox from toxic relationships, we have the skull. And we have the skull that is there. So that it definitely is something that is toxic. Maybe someone is hiding something from you. They're wanting to come out of the closet and tell you the truth about something that they've been hiding. The divine is saying the Death card is an indication of an ending. And this ending cannot be negotiated. The Death card allows you to end the situations so that something new, something better can come along. So the divine is saying to you that it is important for you to understand where this ending needs to happen. And it is important for you to understand where you have been ignoring the red flags that were flying plainly, clearly. So whatever it is that you are currently thinking at the moment, the divine is truly wanting to invite you to look at every aspect and situations in your life where that just make you feel like that knot in your stomach. This could be maybe a friendship, a relationship, a work situation. Maybe this could be your siblings, your parents. There is just something that is here where you just need to put an end to the suffering that has been going on for so long. The divine is saying that for some of you, you are just keep on dealing with toxic people over and over again. These people bring you nothing but pain, but disappointment. But for whatever reason, you are thinking that when you lift up the veil, when you look at this situation, maybe in a month's time, a year time, this person would have changed. No, they are not. Stop seeing what you are wanting to see and see the truth for what it is, because it is plain for everyone around you to see the truth for what it is. But for some of you, you are not seeing it because of emotions that are coloring your judgment. Okay, so we have our energies of the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is an indication where you could just be feeling that maybe you are stuck in a situation because maybe of responsibilities, because of maybe whatever it is. The Four of Cups brings the energy of just feeling grumpy, apathy, you just don't care anymore, or someone is bringing this energy to you. They don't care about you like that. They just don't really, they don't give. You know what I was going to say. So the divine is saying, stop seeing the good in people. Stop seeing the good in this situation and start understanding that this person, this situation is nothing that you can rebuild on and get something even more better than what you are settling for right now. So the divine wants you to understand that the energies of the Four of Cups is you finally realizing that you cannot carry on just plodding along, hoping that things will change one day, hoping that this person will become who you wish they were, hoping that this situation will just finally get revived from death. It's not going to happen. But it is always your choice, because this is your human experience. And it is up to you to keep on hoping and praying that this situation changes. But the truth is what it is. So the divine always tells you that, hey, this is the energies that are here. But then it's over to you to make the decisions that you need to make. All right. So we have our card, which is talking about caution. And interesting, you had the energies of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, as you can see here, we are now fast forwarding maybe into the future, and maybe you chose not to detox from relationships and you hoped that they were going to turn into something good. Maybe there was a toxic relationship that you were in, and maybe you hoped if you had children together, if you bought a home together, if you did this and that together, that this person will start stepping up. But the truth of the matter, this person is not capable of stepping up like that. For some of you, this could be like that third party type of situation. But nonetheless, however this situation is playing out in your life, the divine is giving you the energies of the Nine of Swords, because the Nine of Swords is like being stuck in a nightmare type of situation. The Nine of Swords is, as you can see, it stinks. It's toxic. It brings nothing but pain, lies, disappointment. It is a nightmare type of situation. So the divine is wanting you to understand that this is why you're being told to be very cautious, okay? And to detox from relationships, from situations, and maybe even having that cord cutting ceremony done, or even the spiritual ceremony done, so that you can start removing these energies that are around you. Because for some of you, you are wanting to leave a situation, but you just could be feeling stuck. Remember the Four of Cups. And you could not know how to maneuver around the situation that is here, because there is just so much that is going on. So the divine is saying, at the end of the day, you have to do what is right for you at the right time. All you can be told is how the energies are playing out. And all you can be told is that the decision is yours. But the more you stay in this situation, the more this situation is going to become a nightmare. Okay, so be very cautious. Don't ignore any red flags. And it is time for you to truly start detoxing from some people and situations. Okay, so this is the message that I have for you today. It was a nice and short message. There's a lot for you to think about over the weekend. There's a lot for you to consider over the weekend. The divine is truly wanting you to start looking at situations that are currently not working in your life and removing one person, two people, three people, and just stepping into that energy of isolating yourself. Because when you carry on the same path, there just is a situation that could be turning more complicated over time. And so go and look at your contact list, detox your contact list, go and just do the things that you need to do. This is the message that I have. Thank you so much for watching this reading. It is a goodbye from me.